EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the New York Giants. Here's the kicker, Aldrick Rosas, ready to get us going. And we are underway here on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Play action. Now it's Murray. And his first pass is incomplete. Jabril Peppers, a former first-round pick, there on the coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
On first carry for Kenyon Drake. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
I got you. Slam.
From the gun on third down, Murray. It's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. On fourth down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now this is fielded in the end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Giants will get it now at the 20. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 20.
You got take right there. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Hey, wahoo! 43's the mic. 43's the mic. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. 43's the mic, boy. 43. Ready?
Now Jones. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Robert Alford that time on the great coverage.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Hassan Reddick with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
They'll
run with Boog. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Murray now on first down. This one's complete to Christian Kirk. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The end result, 21 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
First down, Drake. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now Drake. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the 7-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go, D. Here I come.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's inside. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
Ready
Murray going to try to throw on third down. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. There for the sack, B.J. Hill. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in the cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Hey, exit. Right, check, 59. I'm going to run you over. Mike's 59.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 36.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
He's coming. We got double up. Shift, 3. 218, chop it. Big Rivers.
A first down carry for Barkley. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Gator.
Catch made by Slayton. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, 28 yards. And the Giants have taken the lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Keep it up, guys.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Stepping up. He's going to keep it. And he's got this down to the 35. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On play action, it's Murray. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey.
Running from the gun, Johnson. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. And he's going to get this pretty close to the 1st down marker at the Giants' 26. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And Gonzalez puts this one through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. And you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd and 5 now. Jones, that's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Ready.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Tackle.
They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. You might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively.
You remember this? Let's go, baby.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. And it's 3rd down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Yep. 43's the mic. 43's, hey, orbit. 43's the mic, boy. 43. Check, 43. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Mike, ready?
Operating from the gun, Jones. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Coverage that time by Deontay Thompson.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe something to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Counter play, Drake. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Running, it's Drake. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming.
Ready. Hand read. 47. Check, 47. You got nothing today. You got nothing. Check 26. Hey, check it out.
Now Murray. And he's got his man. It's the tie-in play. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 38-yard line.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play fake. Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Give him 32 yards as we inch our way to the 2-minute warning.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. The quick slant caught. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Murray to air it out again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. His tight end Clay, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space.
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
Remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, echo.
Throwing Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Corey Peters slipping in and getting the sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. We talk about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Jones from the downhill throw, and that is incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Here's Jones. Going to throw again. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try and run forward Barkley. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3. So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Hey, high 7.
Another try for Barkley. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Saquon Barkley as the first half is winding down. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Rosas good with the extra point, and that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Ready?
ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Murray now, 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. A final shot before half from Murray. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the veteran Antoine Bethea. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Hey, Delta. Get it.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on second and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Go. 80 weapon. 23 is the mark. Let him know it's good.
Jones now on third down. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. Short throw pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for two. They'll try and run for it with Johnson. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now Jones throwing after the interception. That's complete to Slayton. That throw good for 4. It's second down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hey, Charlie.
Off play action. Jones. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards and a giant first down.
First down, New York.
Set, ready? 30 base. You ain't going nowhere. Recon, 132 fighter. 5.
On first down, Barkley. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Gator, Christian, Travis.
It's a pickup of 6.
Hey, Hayward. Shoot.
From just shy of midfield, Jones. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. This is away, and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, here's Murray. He's got a man complete. It's Clay. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 12 yards the pickup. Good enough for an Arizona first. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Here we go. Here we go. Time to end it. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Murray now on 1st down. David Johnson here on the catch. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Williams showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
It's our time. It's our time. Under. Let's go. Take 4. Take 4. Hey, look.
The give running right. Dre And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
29 is Hayward. 29.
Murray with a 3rd and long. It's complete to the tight end play. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
1st and 10 at the 37.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Man open right side, it's the tight end play. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Murray now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's 1st down. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. It's complete. It's Fitzgerald. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run it with Johnson. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. From 3 yards out, and the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez to add the PAT.
And this is what coaches talk about, never being satisfied. No matter what the lead, always trying to increase it. You never know what can happen in this NFL.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's something like the heavy casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held him in check on the scoreboard. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Go. 70, Indy. Small. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Watch the run.
Now Jones. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a gain of 11 and a giant 1st down.
Hey, wahoo!
On 1st down, Jones. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker Jordan Hicks. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Now a handoff for Drake. He takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And he's got Fitzgerald. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Cardinal 1st down on a gain of 13. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Johnson. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Alec Ogletree in on the stop. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Clay that time, and it's 3rd and 5.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Murray. And that will be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finish off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 1st down, Giants on a pickup of 14. Jones now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off at the 38. And a return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Mike's 47. Mike's 47. 65. 65. 65.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. On 2nd and 12, Murray. Blitz coming, and down he goes. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long.
Check.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. The Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke, right?
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Robert Alford. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And still a little bit of time left, but the defense can't stop the clock, so 3 kneel downs should be enough to finish this. Now Drake loses the football, and the Giants have it. It's picked up, and they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Well, I'm guessing that on the sidelines there might be a few words said about that mistake there, but I don't think it's going to hurt them in the long run. They're still going to get out of here with a win.
Yeah, they got the 2-score cushion, but you know what coaches say, Charles? Finish strong.
Finish the game out the way it's supposed to be played. In fact, coaches might be secretly happy. Give them a chance to do a little extra coaching next week.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Chandler Jones in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Back to throw. Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones. And that should just about put this one in the win column for the Cardinals. Down to a knee goes Murray, as that will just about wrap this thing up.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Cardinals as we say so long from Glendale.